This episode is brought to you by Dr. Pepper, the company where the can fucking exploded all over the place and got on all my shit.
Okay, obviously Dr. Pepper isn't going to pay us to say that. What actually happened is we were just about to get ready to set up a recording. We were five seconds away from grabbing all our equipment and putting it in place. And a motherfucking can that was staying completely stationary on the table suddenly blew up, fell off the table, and sprayed soda all over the fucking place.
Like, it's not like it was planned or anything. No, this thing was sealed, and the thing just exploded.
Wasn't shaken, wasn't any shit. No fucking messing with it. We were having some food before we started recording. We had just finished eating. Well, I had just finished eating. I was about to get ready to grab our shit, and motherfucking boom!
Yeah, it's like, oh, great. So then we spent the next 20 minutes cleaning stuff up, so it got on literally everything here.
So if we sound a bit tilted, that's why.
And also, you'll probably notice this episode is coming up on Tuesday, which ideally would have been on Thursday. You'll see that there was nothing that went up that day. That's because I was working a lot, and I can't play something like this when I have absolutely zero energy, so...
Yeah, so what happened is we planned to record, after work for him, and suddenly, for multiple days, he was told that they needed him to run, what was it, 12 instead of 8?
Well, it was a 10-hour shift. Okay, I can do 10-hour shifts no problem for the most part. But the thing is, it was multiple in a row, and we're doing I'm doing physical work all day, and the only break I get is my lunch break. Like, I'm not the kind that'll take like a 15-minute break here and there. No, I work straight through. Like, I do my mandatory lunch because we have to legally, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we were working nonstop, and I'm the kind where it's like, okay, I have this done. Okay, I'm immediately going over to this area, work here. Whereas others, they're kind of taking their time. I'm the one who's like sweating their ass off the whole time. So I had no energy after, and actually, interestingly enough, the one day that I actually got off on time, I had no energy left because of the previous day, so I came home and passed out pretty much.
Yeah, I hope you also had a migraine.
Yeah, it was not fun.
And you try working with technology when you have a migraine, every time you look at the screen, your eyes will scream in your skull.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. But, with all that negativity out of the way, also you have a level up token. We do have some relatively good news coming up. So, with this coming up on Tuesday, yesterday then it would be, we got an Elgato recording device in. So I'm gonna be testing that one out. You'll see some new footage. Like we'll mention which ones are using it because we want to see how good it is compared to what we use right now, the Roxio.
The Roxio we're using has some age to it. It's not a brand new Roxio. It's the one we first used.
Yeah, it's probably at least like 2.5, 3 years old now.
Yeah.
But with this Elgato, we've got a lot more potential that we can do. I'm actually planning kind of like a small little mini-series, I'm thinking. It's going to be kind of interesting, I hope. It's going to take a while, though. It's going to take me a lot of time to splice things and edit it, so... It's not going to be like oh yeah, every single day at this time. No, it's just going to be like whenever the hell I decide to put it up.
There'll be some sporadic new series coming up.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I want to record this.
Some solo stuff, some non-solo stuff.
Who knows?
Who knows, like you said.
There is one series that you're mentioning that you'll be doing coming on up.
Yes.
So yeah, when should that be up again?
That should be up at around last week of April for the Japanese call their Golden Week holiday.
I wonder why we're uploading something in Golden Week.
Because we try to upload something every week.
I wonder why we're doing a very special daily uploads.
We're going to be starting our Low Cup run of Gold, which I'm going to be playing. Full disclosure, I have not played the entirety of Gold again. I played about half of the game, and then I was like, okay, if I play any more of this game, it's going to take the fun of actually playing it for the channel. But it also lets me know what I'm getting into. So, I have enough... I'm used to the game again.
Yeah, whereas pretty much everyone else has played to some extent. I forgot why I just played these things. There's like 3 much kill crystals. Yeah, you just punch the diamonds, whatever, and it blows up immediately, so you don't have to waste any. Because they die once they lose all the crystals.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's just one smack. I don't even think it mattered. I don't think your level really matters. I'd have to test that out.
I think I'm using an outdated shield.
Yeah, I think we both are. But before I got sidetracked there, yeah, we're gonna upload gold coming up here, and during Golden Week there, it's gonna be a daily thing. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So long as nothing blows up on us.
Yeah, literally and figuratively.
So long as cans of soda don't screw up our recording time.
Exactly. But after that, then it'll go back to the whole Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We just thought it would be a good idea.
Novel thing, you know, getting a new series.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to.
Yep.
In Borderlands, they'll kind of stick to what it's at. The Tuesday, Thursdays, whenever possible, of course, because unforeseen circumstances are unforeseen.
Shit happens.
Yeah. Badass. Cool. Yeah, so that's our lives. If anything cool happened to our two viewers, Jimmy and Frank. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, maybe Jared.
Jared, yeah, Jimmy and Jared. If anything happened to you two during the week, feel free to let us know. Just say, hey, yeah, this happened. This was cool. Or, hey, my goldfish died. Oh, that's really sad.
I don't know.
But anything like that.
I'm a bit of an asshole. I've had fish, and one thing you gotta know if you have a fish tank with a lot of diverse fish in it is fish are gonna motherfucking die.
Yeah. My sister had a fish, and the cat ate it.
Really?
Yeah, like, it's so cliche, but what happened was my mom came home, saw the fish bowl was knocked over. It was a little plastic one, so there was no glass. She saw it was knocked over, and actually saw our cat finishing up her meal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, so what she did was she went to the pet store, got another one. It was a betta fish, so she got another one and put it back, like cleaned out the tank, put it back in. And then my sister, she went, why is he different colors? And then my mom said, oh, it's the. And she looked over at the food, and the food had a betta fish the same color. She said, oh, it's the food. When they have the food, they get different colors. And we actually believed that for the longest time.
Oh my god.
And we found out when one of them was overheard a conversation. Was like, yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't found out that her fish actually got eaten. I was like, what?
Oh god.
Like, surprise.
Fucking Mom of the Year award for your mom.
Yep. Yeah, we actually held a funeral for this fish.
Really?
Yep.
Years later?
Yep. For the new one, for the old one, we just kind of did like a whole, oh yeah, so sad. But for the replacement fish, that sounds so bad. But for the replacement, we actually had like a funeral. He's actually buried in our backyard, along with my sister's hamster, who was kept in a shoebox in the freezer for like 3 months before they did anything.
Okay, here's the thing. My sister had a hamster, and my sister thinks, and like this was even worse, my sister thinks my mom went to have the hamster, you know when your dog dies, you actually go to the bedroom and takes care of it or whatever, in a lot of cases, for like many health reasons.
Yeah.
My sister thought my mom did that with her hamster.
Oh no.
My mom threw it in the trash can.
Jeez.
No joke. My sister is like 26, 27, and my mom pulled this on her.
Jeez. I thought you just pop in the deep fryer and have a chicken nugget.
Why can I see you doing that? There's not much hamster on, there's tons of hamster on a hamster. There's not much meat on a hamster.
Yeah, that's why I do the whole thing, one shot.
You know, in some countries they actually eat guinea pig.
Yeah,
In
I can see
Peru,
that.
guinea pig is actually a dish that they eat.
Nice.
Actually looks pretty good too.
I just can't imagine eating like a household pet.
Dude, I think that's the biggest thing is it's, people are discussing what people eat. It's not the fact that they ate an animal, it's the fact that they ate an animal that you would consider a pet.
Yeah, like fish is a weird one because I don't see like salmon or walleye as a pet. But I see
goldfish as a pet.
Yeah, I see goldfish as a pet.
No, I've had different sort of meats at wild game dinners, or what do you call them?
Yeah.
And one of the ones I had one time was snake.
Yeah.
We have ball pythons in my house.
Yeah.
I'm not eating a ball python because a ball python ain't food.
Yeah. Like, I had a rabbit as a pet, but I'd be open to trying it. Because rabbits aren't a typical pet. I think that's the best word to use, is a typical pet. Because when you think pets, you think dogs, cats, and fish. Hamsters, whatever, mice.
I'm just going to grab the shield, throw it on, just so I can have a new shield.
Yeah, go for it. Even then, mice is kind of iffy. But yeah, just like, as soon as you hear like, oh, yeah, I had this... Oh, no, that's going to strike home. Yeah, like if I hear someone say, oh yeah, I just had this cat. It's good. It's like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I can never do that, that's for sure.
Failed to switch to the actual shield, sorry.
Oh.
I hit the wrong button.
Sweet.
There.
Actually, while you're doing that...
Oh, I just want to my skill point now, too.
Yeah. Okay, I got an absorb. Oh, okay, yeah, mine's not that bad. It's just the recharge delay is brutal. It's like 5 seconds. The absorb chance is good. It's not a purple yet, though, which is kind of what I want.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
But it'll do for what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm doing with this tree is I'm getting my upshot robot and then I'm saying fuck this tree.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then I'm going into this tree and this tree.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Sweet.
No, but it's mostly things that you think of as a pet or as a family member, as, you know, cliche as that is. A lot of people think of their pets as family members.
Yeah.
You know, I could not eat a gecko. Well, actually, no, I could. I couldn't eat a crested gecko, though.
Yeah.
Because I have crested geckos.
I would never be able to have, like, dog or cat at all. I know that other cultures do perfectly fine. And that's just the way culture is.
I may be able to eat a wolf, because that's a big enough, you know, derivative for me.
Yeah. I mean, wolves are essentially just wild dogs. Kind of, but, like, they're the same family, somewhat.
Well...
Oh, yeah. I always forget about this part. I have to go to the fast travel station first. And it's not there. There we go. I'd be alright with trying wolf. Like any like game, I would definitely try. Like I've had venison so many times. It's so good. Other people are like, oh, you can't have deer. That's gross. Like, no, deer's so good. Goats or lamb, so good.
Yeah.
Actually, lamb was one of my favorites I've had. And I love like lambs and goats.
I had duck.
I never had duck. I've had stuff cooked with duck fat though. And it's really
I've
good.
had wild boar bacon.
I had bison and that was really good.
Oh, bison jerky's amazing.
I had it once and I
The
thought,
best
oh my
beef
gosh.
jerky I've ever had was bison beef jerky.
Okay. Oh yeah, Stormfront. I think that's Stormfront. I forgot which one mine is. Okay, it is Stormfront. Yeah. No, it won't hurt you at all.
No, I was like, when the fuck did you get that grenade? That's
Oh.
fucking rocks.
I had it for a while. Just, I think mine's a really low level. Okay, this is a stupid idea to do this at this time. Yeah, mine's level 10. But, because it's always shock, it's so good against these, stalkers here. Because, yeah, the second they go in, say, well, there goes all their shields, and you can see them on that problem.
Yeah.
Start the step.
So I like the black hole is pretty good against stalkers, I find. Except rabid stalkers, those things will burn hell. They're the worst.
I like just having close enough, because close enough will still redirect towards a stalker.
Yeah.
So you can just follow your ammo to figure out where it was. Where it is.
That's why I really like having like this area of effect grenades.
I think one of my favorite guns now in the game is the fibber.
Yes.
The specific fibber I'm talking about is the one that splits into more targets and bounces.
It's broken. It's so good.
It's broken with gauge. Any other character is just a normal gun.
Yeah, it's like, oh cool, it does that. It's like, yeah, but with gauge, all those are pretty direct. I kind of like those little niche guns where it's like, oh, you know, it has this
It would
funky
suck
ability.
in any character but one character who it combos with their special ability.
Exactly. Like it's so good with gauge. If only you can get close enough to 10, so then it was like 100% and 0 damage drop off. Actually, I forget. Isn't it always? I think it's always 50% drop off of gauge no matter what level it's at. Yeah. I think it's just a percent chance that changes.
But with all the anarchy you can get, you know,
That makes up for it. Like as soon as you hit enough stacks, like it would be like 40. I think about 40 stacks roughly.
you know, playing with my other Gage character that we're now doing, was it Ultimate or was it True?
We're on True right now.
Okay, we're doing True Vault Hunter, and you know, I found some more things about Gage. I find, you know, the one perk I like, you know, the one that regens my health. Later in the game, it becomes a little less useful. But thankfully, Borderlands is like, yo, you can reskill anytime you hire a new use station at money.
How did that start?
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of upsets me with some RPGs is when your what you spec'd is permanent.
Especially when they hide what you can spec into.
Yeah.
Until you get to it.
I'll admit, like when I was playing Skyrim, there were so many times when I'm looking at perks.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I
I'm
guess
not
in
like I'm not gonna go
fairness
into
to
it yet.
Skyrim, you can legendary the thing to respec those points, but still.
You still have to get that skill tree to 100 to do it.
And unless it's blacksmithing or enchanting, it doesn't do.
Yeah.
Because blacksmithing, all those, even with all the patches they
God.
put to prevent it, are still really easy to get.
Vanilla blacksmithing is the best.
Yeah. Okay, I should probably switch to my corrosive shit, eh?
Yeah. Oh god. Like I have so many good memories of vanilla blacksmithing. Like when you have blacksmithing at 100, you're at about what, level 12, and you still haven't even entered Whiterun yet.
In that case, I always up to Whiterun because I like Whiterun.
Yeah.
You know, the Earl there is my favorite.
Yeah, Bulgar's awesome.
Well, he's also kind of, I know like people say he's like the most impulsive, not calm thinking guy, but he is like the most actual rational thinking one of the Earl. Like he explains why both people have points even.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't ignore the fact, you know, that, you know, the Imperials have some extremely good points and the Stormcloaks have some really good points.
Yeah.
But then he talks about why he reaches his decision, you know. Like, was the whole thing about not being able to openly worship Talos enough, you know, to start a civil war that will just weaken the Empire so that they'll always be under the All-Mary Dominion?
Yeah, exactly.
Because some people actually even talk about how the whole Stormcloak thing might have actually been a plan by the All-Mary Dominion so that they could come in and kill more people who are worshiping Talos and have the Empire weaken so they could never break free of the All-Mary Dominion.
I didn't look too much into the lore yet, but
It's a theory.
there is some in-game evidence when you're doing one of the quests that
The one guy who pretends to be from either one of the things.
that the Thalmor actually want, like they know, like, hey, this Ulfric guy, we shouldn't kill him yet. We should keep him alive for now, because exactly what you're saying there. They're weakening the Empire. So the longer that the Stormcloaks are still around, like they do want to kill the Stormcloaks regardless. The longer they're around, the more they're pushing their own
The
agenda.
idea is, if all the Stormcloaks die, that's a lot of the military might that would have been of the Empire to cause them to revolt.
Yeah.
And the rest of the Empire who's coming in through the Imperial forces die, and, you know, that's less power. Basically, the Empire can't start a revolt using power.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not sure, you know, it could be, you know, just a dumb theory that's wrong, but it's actually a quite interesting theory that actually makes reasonable sense, you know?
Exactly.
This is, you know, a kind of endgame that they want. They're the only ones who are winning.
Another one I heard of, again, it's more in-game lore stuff, which I never really looked into yet, but someone mentioned that actually, with the way that the lore is, it might actually be better for the Stormcloaks to win, specifically because over in Hammerfell, the All-Mary Dominion withdrew from there because the war was at a stalemate. So if the Stormcloaks or someone won and made it stalemate,
Anarchy.
it would be the war against the All-Mary Dominion, specifically the Thalmor. If the Stormcloaks ended up winning, and they fought the Thalmor, and it was specifically, and it just kept dragging on, they might just give up and just leave Skyrim alone.
And the theory, another theory I heard was, if they work together, if the Stormcloaks are put down quickly, and they work together for a amount of time, it would then, the Empire working together, not fighting anyone, could get enough power and resources that they could totally fuck up the Dominion.
Yeah.
Because the Oblivion Crisis is the big reason why, you know, their last one didn't go so well.
Yeah, I want to play Oblivion again. I love that game so much.
And I tried playing Oblivion, but I just didn't get to it when I first played it.
It's definitely like right now, Oblivion is quite dated compared to yeah, like modern RPGs. It was still pretty damn fun. Shit.
Well, to me, I had it so hyped up that, you know, when I actually played it, like, they were talking about, oh, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. I'm like, when I actually played it, I'm like, this kind of just reminds me of RuneScape. And, like, I hate to say it that way, but some of the in-game explanations for the world are shit. Like, the locksmithing thing, I could not figure it out the first time.
Oh yeah.
I tried to do it.
Yeah, that I definitely had a bit of a pain in the ass with that too. That's for sure. Kind of like how they simplified it more in Skyrim, but
I
at
like
the
the
same
Skyrim
time,
version, but it's also the Batman version.
yeah. I don't mind it at all. Like, I mean, Skyrim takes place. I think it's supposed to be like 150 years after Oblivion. I could be wrong. 200. No, it takes place like 200 some odd years after. I'm pretty sure. Because yeah, Oblivion's in the third era. Yeah. So yeah, it's feasible that within the 200 years there, they probably came out with new locks.
Well, another thing is, though, it's mechanics versus how it actually versus the actual thing.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, to like the logs you see in Oblivion are way too advanced pin tumbler for that era.
Oh yeah.
Pin tumbler did exist, but they weren't so compact with so many pins. If you actually look at the historical for our actual back time with blacksmithing, our pin tumbler system locks were not that good.
Huh.
Like, honestly, pin tumbler locks were shit, and didn't have that many pins to them. And if they did have that many pins to them, you know what the catch was?
Probably wasn't as good.
The key was fucking massive.
Oh.
It was either it had 1 or 2 pins and the key was small,
Yeah.
or it had a massive key. And actually, locks were actually kind of status symbol of the keys. There was actually an era where with just basic keys for a pin tumbler or rings,
Yeah.
because it was only like 2 or 3 pins. Or this might have actually even been before pin tumbler. And it was because keys were a status symbol because it meant you had valuables worth being locked up.
Huh. That's interesting.
I'm liking this pistol.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm liking pistols with gauge.
Teapot's awesome. Anyways, this is gonna be it for today's episode here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry about the whole delay with with the series, but
Life happened and it sucked.
yeah. Anyways, we'll see you next time. Bye.